Once upon a time in the ancient city of Kapilavastu, King Suddhodana ruled wisely and justly. He was a respected leader, beloved by his people, and had been eagerly awaiting the birth of his first child. His queen, Maha, was cherished for her grace and virtue. Her pregnancy was surrounded by auspicious signs and dreams that filled the king and his advisors with hope that something extraordinary was about to happen. In a quiet jungle, removed from the bustle of the royal court, lived Asita, a sage renowned for his wisdom. He was an old teacher of the king and a revered hermit who spent his days in meditation. On a peaceful day, while seated under a large tree, Asita heard a sound carried through the trees, a celestial song, the soft murmuring of Devas, heavenly beings, singing and dancing. Intrigued by their joy, he inquired, "Why are you so joyous today?" The Devas answered, "A most auspicious event has occurred. The most excellent of beings has been born to Queen Maha in Lumbini Park. A great prince has come into the world." Upon hearing this, Asita's heart filled with excitement. Recognizing that this birth must be of immense importance, he quickly made his way to the palace of King Suddhodana, eager to see this special child himself. The king, filled with delight and pride, welcomed his wise old teacher with deep respect. After Asita was comfortably seated in the palace, the king brought forth his newborn son and presented him to the sage. "Teacher, my son was born only yesterday," said the king. "I request you to look at him and see if his future holds great promise." The king gently lowered the infant prince towards Asita for him to examine. To everyone's surprise, the baby prince instinctively turned his small feet upward, touching the sage's head with them. Moved by this unexpected gesture, Asita took hold of the child's tiny feet and examined them intently. He noticed unique markings on the soles, ancient symbols known only to those versed in the lore of the wise. Asita rose with joy and reverence. "This prince," he declared, "is destined to be a great teacher, a guide for the world. His wisdom and compassion will bring light where there is darkness." Overcome with respect and admiration, the sage pressed his palms together in a traditional greeting and bowed to the infant prince. Seeing this, the king followed suit, deeply moved by the profound respect his teacher had shown his son. This moment marked King Suddhodana's first reverent gesture toward his son, signaling the respect that this extraordinary child would come to inspire in the hearts of many. As tradition dictated, 5 days after the birth, a grand ceremony was arranged. King Suddhodana invited 5 of the wisest men from across the kingdom to witness the naming of his son and to help foretell his future. Each sage examined the baby carefully, noting the auspicious marks on his body and the serenity in his gaze. After careful deliberation, they proclaimed, "This prince holds the potential to be king of kings. Should he choose to rule, he will unite and guide many kingdoms. However, should he renounce the throne for a life of spirituality, he will become the wisest of the wise, the Buddha." Among the 5 wise men, the youngest, Kondanna, spoke with unusual certainty. "This prince," he said with a steady voice, "will not follow the path of kings. He is destined to become the Buddha, the Enlightened One." The sages then bestowed upon the infant a name that captured the fullness of his destiny. They named him Siddhartha, which means, one whose purpose has been fulfilled, or he who has achieved his goal. From that moment, Prince Siddhartha's journey began, a journey that would lead him to question, to seek, and ultimately to illuminate the path of wisdom for countless beings in the world.